All right,
Okay.
there we go. We're live. We're live, ladies and gentlemen.
We're here. We're back. Channel is now revived officially.
Yeah, hold on. Let me send it to community post.
Alright.
Send
it into general as well.
Yeah.
Okay, you also want to screen share to me so I can watch that way.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Let me send that in general. I mean, because we need to start somewhere with this channel.
Jasper, why does Group Pissers Official have a picture of a duck as a profile picture?
Does it? That's weird.
What the heck have you done?
Wait, does it? No, it's a cat.
Oh, why was it a picture of a duck?
Oh.
Okay. Oh, why is Group Pissers Official all in? Okay, why'd you add the Jasper?
Oh.
Okay, you want to go?
I was trying
to edit.
I was trying to fix it the whole time.
Change the display name.
I just played it or made it like that at the beginning.
Okay. Go to the display name.
Oh, where is the customized channel? Isn't it all in one word? No,
we don't want the official on the display name. That's just for the actual username part.
I thought we had official there.
No, also have a space. Actually, wait, do we want a space? Let me see.
Do we want a space or do we not? Let me
see. No, that's fine. That's fine. Just have a space.
All right.
Actually, yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then go to the channel description.
Channel description, the new official YouTube channel, Group Pissers.
Okay, that's probably fine.
Look at it. Wait. Look at our first stream.
Oh my god, why was the profile picture a duck? Though, like when I first clicked it.
Because my old account was a duck profile.
Well, why is it still a duck when you search up the name? What the heck?
That's, I think, a YouTube bug.
It's weird.
That one's literally just a YouTube bug in itself.
Okay, here, let me...
That one's literally... Wait, how are you watching YouTube?
Wait, why am I so loud?
Oh my god. How are you watching YouTube? There, maybe that's better.
So loud? Does this sound like through Discord?
Watching YouTube. Oh my god.
Does this sound like through Discord? Whoa, 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 la, 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 lila, lila.
Oh my
god. Okay, anyways. Let me fix that. Okay, hello?
Do I have you? Hello? I mean, that sounds about fine.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's explain the districts, I guess.
You do this, buddy.
District 1 is Nora and Chris. District 2 is Jasper and Anthony. District 3 is Faith and Quinn. District 4, we have Sadie and Duck. District 5, we have Oscar and Grayson. District 6, we have Willow and Ozzy. District 7 is Fruity and Weller. District 8, Ronnie and Jamie. District 9, Clara and Margot. District 10 is Xander and Jesse. And the custom ones that we have are District 11 is a bug that I found in Ramona Flowers. District 12 is Blue and Cuppy. How the wow. Oh, someone's just spamming the emojis that we have default. That's fun. Wait, did I share my screen? Yeah. All right, we're good. All right, do you want to read or
Huh?
you want me to read? I mean, I could read
sure.
one round and you could read the next.
We'll see. We'll see.
As
Read
the
it.
tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Anthony runs away from the cornucopia. Duck runs away from the cornucopia. Willow takes a handful of throwing knives. Rodney and Fruity fight for a bag. Fruity gives up and retreats. Jesse and Blue play rock, paper, scissors over a bag of supplies. Sadie runs away from the cornucopia. Ramona Flowers finds a bag of explosives. A bug that I found runs away. I run away. Margot rips a mace out of Nora's hands.
Hey, yeah.
Oscar runs away with lighter and some rope. Faith runs away from the cornucopia. Grayson snatches a pair of sides. Quinn and Xander run away from the cornucopia, along with Ozzy, Weller, and Claire. Cuppy, Jamie, and Chris work together to get as much supplies as possible. Fruity is unable to convince Sadie to not kill him.
What? Wow.
Blue steals from Jasper while he isn't looking. Hey, not nice.
Haha.
This is how we begin. I didn't even grab anything. I ran.
Imagine.
Nora injures herself. A bug that I found practices archery. Claire discovers a cave. Duck sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Jamie receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Oscar receives medical supplies from that unknown sponsor. Willow attacks Cuppy, but he manages to escape. Weller picks flowers. Anthony sprains his ankle running away from Rodney. Ozzy runs away from Chris.
Yeah, that's right.
Xander and Faith split up to search for resources. Margot, Quinn, Ramona Flowers, Jesse, and Grayson hunt for other tributes. As long as I'm not dead, we're good. Cuppy vividly dreams about skewering Anthony with a spear.
Oh my god, Cuppy.
Jesse begs for Ozzy to kill him. He refuses, keeping Jesse alive. Xander questions his sanity. I receive fresh food. Duck and Weller sleep in shifts. Oscar cries himself to sleep. Faith attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Claire is unable to start a fire and sleep without warmth. Margot climbs a tree to rest. Quinn receives medical supplies. A bug that I found begs for Willow to kill him. She refuses, keeping a bug that I found alive.
What the heck?
Wow. Jamie destroys Chris's supplies while she is asleep. Grayson is awoken by nightmares. Sadie stays awake all night. Blue, Rodney, and Nora cheerfully sing a song together.
Ew, why is Ronnie in the mix?
Rodney somehow joins the stream to that. Ramona
heck?
Flowers stays awake all night.
Well, that's great, Ramona Flowers.
Chris, Ozzy, Sadie, and Blue hunt for other tributes. Weller chases Nora.
Hey!
Anthony stalks Rodney. Jasper receives medical supplies. Jamie and Quinn kiss to put on a show for sponsors.
They're cousins!
Ramona Flowers searches for firewood. Oscar receives some medical supplies. Cuppy makes a slingshot. Faith sprains her ankle running away from Xander. Willow and Grayson encounter a wounded Jesse and mock him in passing. Claire sprains her ankle while running away from a bug that I found. Margot and Doug kiss to put on a show for sponsors.
Oh my god.
Ew, why is it the worst people for that?
Literally.
Grayson looks at the night sky. A bug that I found goes to sleep. Oscar and Claire talk about the tribute still alive. Xander shoots an arrow at Jesse, but misses and kills Chris instead.
What? Xander?
Margot tries to treat her infection. Nora and Anthony talk about the tribute still alive. Quinn loses sight of where he is. Jasper, Sadie, Blue, and Willow sleep in shifts. Ozzy saves Faith from the deer. Willow and Ramona Flowers run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Cuppy tries to sing himself to sleep. Rodney and Jamie hold hands while stargazing together.
Oh my god.
And Duck attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Jamie questions his sanity. Grayson constructs a shack. Anthony and Oscar save Rodney from drowning.
Why?
Quentin runs away from Cuppy. Jesse diverts Weller's attention and runs away. Faith and Blue save Jasper from drowning. What if I wanted to die? Nora searches for firewood. Ozzy and Claire vow to protect each other. A bug that I found makes a slingshot. Ramona Flowers goes hunting. Xander overhears Willow and Sadie talking in the distance. Margot diverts Duck's attention and runs away. Wait, are you dead?
Am
Oh
I
wait,
dead?
no, you're looking for firewood.
No.
Chris is the only one dead.
No.
Duck and Jesse run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Margot vividly dreams about skewering Quinn with a spear.
What the fuck?
Ramona Flowers climbs a tree to rest. Claire and Grayson run into each other and decide to truce. Can we stop at the truces, please?
Yeah, just kill each other.
Anthony receives an explosive. Faith thinks about winning. Oscar screams for help. Jasper, Xander, Ronnie, and Jamie tell ghost stories to lighten the mood. A bug that I found stays awake all night. Sadie, Ozzy, and Nora discuss the games and what could happen in the morning. Oh my god. Can people die, please?
Why is no one dying?
Willow attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Weller receives clean water. Cuppy quietly hums. Blue thinks about home. Faith constructs a shack. Jasper gambles all his supplies to Rodney. Why would I gamble my stuff to Rodney? Rodney of all people. Jamie fishes. Grayson confesses his love for Jesse. Weller
Yes.
questions her sanity. Ozzy makes a wooden spear. Blue received an explosive. Sadie tries to spear a fish with the trident. Anthony swings a burning torch at Quinn, searing his hair. Willow receives a hatchet. A bug that I found explores the arena. Nora attacks Oscar, but he manages to escape.
Yeah, I do that every day.
Ramona Flowers receives clean water. Cuppy camouflages himself in the bushes. Margot thinks about Instagram reels. Claire outfits Xander and Duck with flower crowns. Oh my god, nobody's dying, please. Faith, Grayson, and Sadie cheerfully sing songs together. Ozzy screams for help. Rodney sets up camp for the night. Duck and Anthony huddle for warmth. I'm going to sleep. Quinn begs for Weller to kill him. She reluctantly obliges, killing Quinn. Finally. Oscar and Nora tell stories about themselves to each other. Xander sets up camp for the night. Ramona Flowers questions her sanity. Margot receives a hatchet. Blue dies from hypothermia.
What the shit, Blue?
Jesse
Why?
destroys Claire's supplies while she is asleep. Cuppy cries himself to sleep. Jamie thinks about home. A bug that I found is unable to start a fire and sleep without warmth. And Willow looks at the night sky. Also, you and Oscar, you tried to literally kill Oscar, and now you're telling stories about yourself to him.
We do that too, so it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, probably while you're trying to kill him. Faith attacks Marga, but she manages to escape. Ramona Flowers chases Weller. I'm searching for firewood. Jesse stalks Duck. Ozzy practices archery. Willow and Oscar split up to search for resources. Nora confesses her love for a bug that I found.
Yeah, I love bugs so much.
Romantically.
Bugs.
Jamie overhears Anthony and Grayson talking in the distance. Claire thinks about home. Cuppy receives a hatchet. Rodney admits he considers Xander a friend. Sadie tries to spear a fish with a trident. Oh my god, this is so slow.
What the
Nora
fuck?
sets up camp for the night. A bug that I found destroys Jamie's supplies while he's asleep.
The shit.
Cuppy taints Willer's food, killing her. Jasper
Yeah.
questions his sanity. Sounds about right. Faith, Margot, Willow, and Oscar sleep in shifts. Ozzy and Jesse talk about the tributes still alive. Sadie and Ramona Flowers run into each other and decide a truce for the night. Duck and Rodney huddle for warmth. Grayson stays awake all night. Claire tries to sing herself to sleep. Xander and Anthony hold hands.
What's that?
It's my cousin, too. That's fun. Cuppy gambles away all his supplies to Jesse. Nora, Claire, Margot, and Anthony raid Jasper's camp while he's hunting. I hate that. Rodney injures himself. Grayson climbs a tree to escape Jamie. Willow explores the arena. Oscar searches for a water source. Ozzy repeatedly stabs Sadie to death with sighs.
Oh.
Xander attacks Doug, but he manages to escape. Faith and Ramona Flowers split up for search for resources. A bug that I found falls into a pit and dies. Man, you're one lover.
No.
Carnivorous. Yes, carnivorous.
What are you talking?
Carnivore squirrels start attacking the tributes. Duck, Ozzy, and Nora survive. The squirrels separate and kill Margot and Jamie. Jasper tries to kill as many squirrels as he can, but there are too many.
What the hell?
Claire survives. Grayson and Agony kills Cuppy, so he doesn't have to be attacked by the squirrels. Oscar survives. Jesse is brutally attacked by a scurry of squirrels. Faith survives. Ramona Flowers is brutally attacked by a scurry of squirrels. And then Anthony, Rodney, Xander, and Willow survive. Oh my god. 9 people died of squirrels. That was like the most brutal round. Jeez.
Whoa, everyone was living so long.
Duck and Faith huddle for warmth. Rodney thinks about home. Anthony saves Xander from the deer. Nora receives medical supplies. Grayson, Oscar, Claire, and Willow tell ghost stories to lighten the mood. Ozzy receives clean water.
Let's go.
Duck searches for firewood. Oscar searches for a water source. Anthony travels to higher ground. Rodney looks for a water source. Ozzy tries to sleep though the whole day. Xander practices archery. Willow discovers a river. Grayson chases Claire, and Nora climbs the tree to escape Faith.
What the heck? I think I've done that before, actually.
I'll be fall next. Ozzy receives a hatchet. Faith sees the fire but stays hidden. Xander, Anthony, Nora, and Doug tell stories about ghosts to lighten the mood. Rodney is unable to start a fire and sleep without warmth. Claire, Oscar, and Grayson track down and kill Willow.
What the fuck?
Oscar thinks about Instagram reels. Duck attacks Anthony, but he manages to escape. Faith receives an explosive. Claire explores the arena. Xander begs for Nora to kill him. She refuses, keeping Xander alive.
Well, why'd I do that?
Grayson camouflages himself in the bushes. Ozzy makes a slingshot, and Rodney hunts for other tributes. Faith tends to her wounds. Xander, Nora, Claire, Oscar, and Rodney sleep in shifts. Duck and Grayson talk about the tribute still alive, and Ozzy leads Anthony into a shelter.
What the heck?
Nora discovers a river. Ozzy strangles Oscar after engaging in a fist fight.
What the fuck?
Anthony explores the arena. Rodney thinks about home. Claire thinks about home. Grayson tries to spear a fish with a trident. Xander travels to higher ground. Faith makes a slingshot. Duck fishes. We're on day 9. Can someone die again? Faith sets up camp for the night. Xander, Duck, Claire, and Rodney sleep in shifts. Nora convinces Ozzy to snuggle with her.
Oh, ow. Why? Why do I do that?
Anthony sets up camp for the night. Grayson stays awake all night. I mean, the point of the game is for people to die.
Yeah, not snuggle. Stupid.
The cornucopias are replenished with food supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Xander decides not to go to the feast. Anthony stabs Grayson in the back with a trident.
Oh my
Doug
god.
decides not to go to the feast. Faith steps on a landmine accidentally.
Bro.
Rodney stuffs a bundle of dry clothing into a backpack before sprinting away. Nora is unable to convince Claire to not kill her.
Hey, what the hell?
Ozzy takes staff leaning against the cornucopia. Duck bashes Anthony's head against a rock several times.
My God.
Xander accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it.
Xander.
Ozzy practices archery. Claire constructs a shack, and Ronnie falls into a pit and dies.
Bro.
So it's Duck, Ozzy, and Claire now.
I guess, yeah.
Duck loses sight of where they are, and Ozzy tends to Claire's wounds. But Ozzy calls Claire a homophobic slur and shakes their butt at her. And Duck thinks about Instagram reels.
Those are the worst too.
Ozzy defeats Claire in a fight but spares her life. God dang it! You guys trying to lose here? Duck quietly hums. Duck and Claire put on a show. Kiss to put on a show for sponsors. Ozzy dies from thirst.
What the fuck?
Duck better win. Fuck.
Duck better win.
No. Claire bashes Duck's head in with a mace.
Oh, what the hell?
Duck's final, the one time Duck is gonna get, like, near the end, they die.
Yeah, they fucking get murdered.
They're gonna die first now. Watch it happen. It's happened so many times.
Literally.
As the tributes stand on the podium, the horn sounds. Wait, you want to read now?
No.
A bug that I found grabs the backpack, not realizing it's empty. The tiniest backpack ever.
Yeah, it must be. Jesus.
Jamie kills Faith with a hatchet right out of the gate.
God, right away.
Willow runs away from the cornucopia. Sadie grabs a sword. Quinn snatches a pair of scythes. Ronnie runs away. Duck finds a bag of explosives. Yeah, they're not dead, at least first.
Yeah.
Ozzy and Chris run away. Xander runs away. Weller grabs a jar of fishing bait while I grab a fishing gear. Cuppy, Anthony, and Oscar run away from the cornucopia. Jesse scares Margot away from the cornucopia. Ramona Flowers runs away from the cornucopia. Grayson gathers as much food as he can. Claire runs away from the cornucopia. Freddie grabs a bag and retreats. Blue snatches a pair of scythes. And Nora clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Jesse makes a wooden spear. Sadie slips on wet rocks and nearly falls into a gorge. Cuppy and Chris save Jasper from drowning.
Oh my God.
What is up with me drowning?
You're always drowning. It's ridiculous.
I can swim. Willow sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Blue receives an explosive. Grayson and a bug that I found split up to search for resources. Jamie thinks about Instagram Reels. Claire, Ramona Flowers, Margot, Anthony, and Fruity hunt for other tributes. Ozzy slips on wet rocks and nearly falls into a gorge. Weller is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Rodney goes hunting. Xander searches for a water source. Oscar thinks about home, and Nora makes a slingshot that you're never gonna use. Just building that for nothing.
Hey, listen, I was
Ramona
told-
Flowers and Duck hold hands while stargazing together.
Oh.
Ozzy, Quinn, and Chris discuss games of what could happen in the morning. Willow vividly dreams about skimmering Sadie with a spear.
Jesus.
Claire lets Margot into her shelter. Cuppy tries to treat his infection. Birdie, a bug that I found. Grayson, Blue, and Oscar sleep in shifts. Weller is unable to start a fire and sleep without warmth. Jesse and Jasper huddle for warmth. Anthony destroys Rodney's supplies while he is asleep. Xander, Nora, and Jamie sleep in shifts.
Wonderful.
Rodney begs for Nora to kill him. She refuses, keeping Rodney alive.
Why?
Oh, it gets worse, by the way. Freddie receives medical supplies. Jesse climbs the tree to escape Sadie. Xander receives medical supplies, but Ramona Flowers and Oscar vow to protect each other. Margot and Chris kiss to put on a show for sponsors.
What? Chris.
A bug that I found in... Oh, wait. Anthony tends to Jasper's wounds. A bug that I found in Claire and Kendra wounded Ozzy and mock him in passing. Crossing Grayson's path, Quinn finds himself relieved to see him alive. Willow searches for firewood. Blue overhears Duck and Cuppy talking in the distance. Jamie camouflages himself in the bushes. Weller makes a slingshot. Should have killed Rodney. He's gonna do something.
What do you mean?
Ronnie looks at the night sky. Quinn and Sadie talk about the tribute still alive. Willow passes out from exhaustion. Jamie and Jesse huddle for warmth. Wow, Jesse's cheating on me now. Wow. See how it is. He cheats on me with another J.
Another J person.
Pretty defeats Xander in a fight but spares his life. Chris defeats Ramona Flowers in a fight but spares her life.
What the heck?
Claire begs for Grayson to kill her. She refuses, keeping Claire alive. Oh my god. Doc, Nora, and a bug that I found sleep in shifts. I'm awoken by nightmares.
Nah.
Sounds about right. Ozzy cooks his food before putting his fire out. Cuppy is awoken by nightmares. Weller thinks about winning. Margot cooks her food before putting the fire out. Blue and Oscar tell stories about themselves to each other. And Anthony starts a fire. Well, Duck died pretty early still.
Yeah, pretty
Ozzy
early.
defeats Anthony in a fight but spares his life. Jesse bashes Duck's head in with a mace.
Oh.
See what I meant? Willow tries to sleep through the entire day. Xander and Fruity encounter a wounded Oscar and mock him in passing. Nora runs away from a bug that I found.
I got really scared, okay?
It was like a giant cockroach. Claire throws acorns at Sadie from a nearby bush. Weller climbs a tree to escape Cuppy. Margot tends to Ramona Flowers' wounds. I make a slingshot.
What?
Ronnie tries to spearfish with a trident. Crossing Chris's path, Blue finds himself relieved to see her alive. Grayson explores the arena. Jamie stalks Quinn.
Fun.
Sadie passes out from exhaustion. Ramona Flowers receives clean water. Ronnie kills Nora while she's sleeping.
What?
I think you should have killed him while you had the chance.
I think I should have. What the hell?
Margot and Quinn sleep in shifts. Cuppy goes to sleep. Chris is Fruity, Xander, and a bug that I found tell ghost stories to lighten the mood. I'm setting up camp for the night. Jesse questions his sanity. Claire attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Oscar receives medical supplies. Blue and Jamie sleep in shifts. Anthony climbs a tree to rest. Weller starts a fire. Grayson and Ozzy hold hands while stargazing together. Willow tries to treat her infection. A bug that I found makes a wooden spear. Ramona Flowers discovers a river. Willow and Rodney kiss to put it on the show for sponsors. Grayson receives an explosive. Weller explores the arena. Jasper and Jesse save Blue from drowning. Why am I always with Jesse?
Why are you always... Yeah, what the hell? And why is everyone always drowning in yours? What's happening?
Chris travels to higher ground. Margot camouflages herself in the bushes. Jamie confesses love for Xander. Cuppy admits he considers Claire a friend. Fruity collects fruit from a tree. That's funny. Oscar confesses his food for... Wait. Oscar confesses his love for Quinn's mom. Sadie admits she considers Anthony a friend, and Ozzy receives a hatchet. Wow, you're the only one that died.
Shut up.
Willow stays awake all night. Quinn and... Ramona Flowers, Claire, and Fruity's cheerfully sing song together. Me and Quinn are holding hands.
Well...
Oscar passes out from exhaustion. Chris is awoken by nightmares. Ronnie catches Xander off guard and kills him. See what you did, Nora? If you killed him, he wouldn't be on a murderous rampage.
I wasn't wanting to be a murderer, okay?
Well, they're a bug that I found. Ozzy and Jamie tell ghost stories to lighten the mood. Blue cooks his food before putting his fire out. Anthony and Sadie talk about the tribute still alive. Grayson tries to treat his infection. Margot quietly hums. Jesse tries to treat his infection, and Cuppy quietly hums. Claire discovers a cave. Weller constructs a shack. Sadie hunts for other tributes. Oscar thinks about winning. Jasper admits he considers Fruity a friend. Quinn calls Rodney a homophobic slur and shakes their butt at him. Ramona Flowers chases Ozzy. Anthony begs for Chris to kill him. She refuses, keeping Anthony alive. Big mistake.
Chris just killed him.
Margot thinks about Instagram Reels. Jamie attacks Blue, but he manages to escape. Cuppy falls into a pit and dies. Jesse
Oh.
picks flowers. Willow tries to sleep there the entire day. Grayson is pricked by thorns while picking berries, and a bug that I found hunts for tributes. Ramona Flowers and Grayson hold hands while stargazing together. Jasper cooks his food before putting his fire out. Ronnie receives a hatchet. Quinn climbs a tree to rest. Sadie is awoken by nightmares. Weller and Blue sleep in shifts. Anthony vividly dreams about skewering Willow with a spear.
Oh my god.
Oscar and Claire sleep in shifts. Jesse receives fresh food. Pretty screams for help. Chris, Jamie, and a bug that I found sleep in shifts. And Margot and Ozzy hold hands. Margot discovers a cave. Weller steals from Sadie while she isn't looking. I'm questioning my sanity again for the 20th time. A bug that I found sets an explosive off, killing Jamie, Fruity, and Anthony.
My lord.
That's a murderous bug. Claire
Murderous
explodes
ass
the arena. Grayson runs away from Blue.
Oh, what the
Chris
hell?
fishes. Willow hunts for other tributes. Ramona Flowers practices her archery. Ronnie scares Ozzy off. Oscar's trap kills Jesse. No, my lover in this. Quinn camouflages himself in the bushes. Oscar and a bug that I found run into each other and decide to truce. Terrible idea.
Yeah,
Claire thinks about home. Weller dies from hypothermia.
Oh,
I lose sight of. I lose sight of where I am. I went blind. Somehow I'm gonna end up drowning next. Willow cries herself to sleep. Margot starts a fire. Grayson looks at the night sky. Ronnie thinks about winning. Hope he dies. Blue and Quinn talk about the tribute still alive. Ramona Flowers defeats Chris in a fight but spares her life. Ozzy taints Sadie's food, killing her.
What the hell?
Claire discovers a cave. Oscar, Willow, Quinn, and Ramona Flowers raids Blue's camp while they are hunting. A bug that I found, Rodney, Grayson, and Jasper and Ozzy track down and kill Margot.
What the fuck?
Chris camouflages herself in the bushes.
Well, good job, Chris.
Claire cooks her food before putting the fire out. Ramona Flowers is awoken by nightmares. Blue, Chris, and Quinn track down and kill Grayson. Ozzy cooks his food before putting the fire out. Willow tends to her wounds. Ronnie cooks his food before putting the fire out. Oscar lets a bug that I found into a shelter, and I receive medical supplies. Ronnie admits he considers a bug that I found a friend.
What?
Blue sprains his ankle while running away from Chris. Didn't that happen the other way around?
Yeah, why?
Quinn picks flowers. Claire and Ramona Flowers hunt for other tributes. Oscar receives a hatchet. Willow travels to higher ground. I defeat Ozzy in a fight but spare his life. Big mistake. I should have murdered.
Big mistake.
Ozzy destroys Claire's supplies while she is asleep. See? Should have killed him. Willow thinks about home. Rodney goes to sleep. Ramona Flowers thinks about winning. Chris cries herself to sleep. Oscar finds a bug that I found Jasper and Quinn away from his fire. Blue questions his sanity. Quinn tries to sleep the entire day. Rodney and Chris track down and kill Claire. Oh my god. Why is she working with a murderer? I mean, technically she already is a murderer now.
Yeah. Technically.
Willow, a bug that I found at Ozzy hunt for other tributes. Ramona Flowers picks flowers. Jasper discovers the river. Blue steals from Oscar while he isn't looking. Jasper tends to Oscar's wounds. Willow tends to her wounds. Rodney and Ramona Flowers sleep in shifts. A bug that I found vividly dreams about skewering Blue with a spear. Chris destroys Quinn's supplies while she is asleep. While he is asleep. I said she by accident. Oops. Ozzy sees a fire but stays hidden. Chris and Jasper hunt for other tributes. Willow questions her sanity. Ronnie discovers a river. Quinn tends to Ozzy's wounds. Oscar tries to spearfish with a trident. Ramona Flowers runs away from a bug that I found. and Blue makes a wooden spear.
Why is this bug always chasing people?
Ramona Flowers, Quinn, Blue, and Oscar tell ghost stories to lighten the mood. I'm losing sight of where I am again.
Jasper.
Ozzy bashes Chris's head in against a rock several times.
What the
A
fuck,
bucket that I
Ozzy?
found recipients clean water. Willow receives fresh food, and Ronnie bleeds out to untreated injuries. I got this. I can win. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Ozzy, Oscar, and Jasper decide not to go. A bug that I found bashes Ramona Flowers' head against a rock several times.
What the? How?
Blue, Willow, and Quinn decide not to go, and Blue gathers as much food as he can before fleeing. Oscar kills Quinn with a sickle. A bug that I found travels to higher ground. Ozzy sprains his ankle while running away from Jasper. See? I'm gonna try to kill him now. Willow receives fresh food. Blue searches for a water source. Okay. Willow, Blue, a bug that I found in Jasper, all dance around their fire to the sound of screaming raccoons. Why am I with two people that... An OC, a bug, a willow tree, I mean a human, and yeah. Ozzy tends to Oscar's wounds. A bug that I found travels to higher ground. Willow, Blue, and Ozzy hunt for other tributes. Oscar gambles all his supplies to me. Let's go.
You got
Willow vividly dreams about skewering Blue with a spear.
What?
A bug that I found loses sight of where he is. Oscar quietly hums. I think about winning. Ozzy tries to treat his infection. Okay. Jasper injures himself. Oscar gambles away all his supplies to Willow. Ozzy explores the arena. A bug that I found receives medical supplies. Blue tries to spear fish with a trident. Willow dies from hunger. Blue and Jasper talk about the tribute is still alive. Ozzy tries to sing himself to sleep. Oscar begs for a bug that I found to kill him. He refuses, keeping Oscar alive. Oscar receives a hatchet. A bug that I found runs away from Ozzy. I discover a river, and Blue dies of thirst. Well, Nora, Blue is dead.
No! No!
A bug that I found convinces Oscar to snuggle with him.
Oh.
Ozzy receives medical supplies, and I'm climbing a tree to rest.
Ah. Oh.
A bug that I found slips on wet rocks and nearly falls into a gorge. I am not reading the next one. We can skip it. A bug that I found receives an explosive. Ozzy lets Jasper into a shelter.
Oh.
Kill me, please. Please, please. Oscar received an explosive. Oscar, please. Oscar or the bug that I found, please blow me up. I want to die. Thank you. Oh my god! Wow. 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 Wow.
Oh, wait, let me screenshot it.
Wow. What the fuck happened? We went from kissing for sponsors, and then they let me in their shelter, and then they kill me. What a... Wow. Wow. I hate this. And nothing's really happening. Oh my god. Bug that I found run. Oh my god, just someone die. Oh. Are you kidding? Ozzy won that?
Oh, what?
Ozzy taints a bug that I found's food, killing him, and Oscar dies of hunger.
And the winner is Ozzy from District 6.
Oh my. 5 kills?
Hi, Jesus.
How did that bug get 5 too? What the fuck? Oh my god. I can't believe that all that happened.
Yeah, it's evil. Okay, wait, I'll be right back, Jesper. I need to go downstairs for a second.
Alright. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna um this is really all emojis. One person in our chat is just typing emojis. I'm gonna take a nap then. Alright. Good night, chat.
Okay, Jasper.
Ah!
Oh, sorry.
I like closed my eye for like a second and then. Oh.
But I have to go help my mom make dinner, so I can't be on call for a little bit.
So should we end stream and then start streaming again?
End it for now, and when we get back, we can probably start again or whatever.
Yeah. All right.
7 whole views.
7 whole views. Wow.
Average view duration 6 minutes.